The NFCC has responded following criticism over Azam Baki's presence at its advisory board meeting. Meanwhile, the Muar District Office has denied claims that it obstructed an event involving Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim. The National Financial Crime Prevention Center has clarified that former MACC Chief Commissioner Azam Baki was present at the center's advisory board meeting on June 30th as he remains a legitimate member. In a statement today, NFCC Director General Shamsun Baharin Jamil said Azam was appointed as an NFCC advisory board member by the young di-Pertuan Agong on September 20th, 2024 for a period of 3 years. He added that the appointment was made in his individual capacity with the consent of the young di-Pertuan Agong. Therefore, he said Azam's membership in the NFCC Advisory Board is not tied to his position as MACC Chief Commissioner and remains valid until the expiry of his appointment term, unless it is terminated earlier by the Agong. The statement came amidst criticisms raised by several quarters on Azam's presence at the meeting after photos were uploaded on the Attorney General's Chamber's Facebook page. Meanwhile, Azam stated that he was appointed as an NFCC advisor due to his 37 years of experience serving in an enforcement agency, not because he had held the MACC Chief Commissioner job. Berita Harian quoted him as saying that anyone who has an issue with his appointment should get their facts from the NFCC or ask him first. The Muar District Office has denied claims that it obstructed a government event involving Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim on June 15th, saying it was relocated to another venue for administrative reasons. According to Bernama, Muar District Officer Zainal Iran said the district administration had requested that the event be relocated to uphold the principle of neutrality in the use of government assets, stressing that government buildings should not be used for political programs or activities. Zainal added that the program was successfully held at the new venue, drawing a strong turnout of federal government leaders, officials from relevant agencies, and members of the rural community. He also said that the district administration's decision was also influenced by the absence of an early formal application. He added limited program details, with less than 24 hours notice made it difficult to coordinate logistical arrangements properly. He stated that their concerns proved justified when an inspection on the morning of the event found the area surrounding the new venue already lined with political party flags. This is even though the official campaign period for the Johor state election had yet to begin. Incumbent Chennai Assemblyperson Anthony Loke said he is prepared to face any challenger in the upcoming Negeri Sembilan state election. Loke, who is also DAP Secretary General, said anyone is free to offer themselves as a candidate in line with the country's democratic principles. He described electoral contests as a normal feature of democracy and stressed that anyone has the right to stand as a candidate. However, he reminded those intending to contest a state seat to ensure they met the prescribed eligibility requirements, including updating their registered address to the constituency they wish to contest. Loke added that his main focus at present was not on his political opponents, but on continuing to fulfill his duties and responsibilities as the elected representative for Chennai. He said fulfilling the mandate entrusted to him over the past 3 terms remained his priority. Loke was commenting on reports that businessperson albeit had not ruled out contesting the Chennai state seat after receiving an offer from a political party. The Election Commission has set July 18th as nomination day for the Negeri Sembilan state election. Early voting will take place on July 28th, with polling scheduled for August 1st. From now on, you can also listen to KiniNews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Scan the QR code on the screen to follow us. PAS has urged its members and supporters to back Barisan Nasional in the 23 Johor seats where PN is not contesting. At first glance, this appears advantageous to BN, but whether it will actually translate into votes is far from certain. A key question is who actually makes up PN's support base in Johor. Following the bitter split between PAS and Bersatu in PN, Bersatu members and supporters are highly unlikely to dance to PAS's tune, and their votes will decide the outcome of these 23 seats. If PAS members and supporters strictly adhere to their leadership's directives, this block of Malay votes could indeed shift to BN. However, PN's strength in the state is driven more by Bersatu than PAS. that differs from northern states like Kelantan and Terengganu, where PAS dominates the coalition's grassroots and can direct its own supporters. In Johor, PN relies more on Bersatu's local machinery, former UMNO grassroots networks, the personal influence of Bersatu President Muhyiddin Yassin, and a significant block of Malay voters who are disgruntled with UMNO. According to an analysis by Malaysia Kini, these Bersatu voters could respond in three ways. They could boycott the polls or spoil their ballots. Some could switch to BN, and a minority, particularly younger or independent voters, could move towards Pakatan Harapan or Parti Bersama Malaysia. BN may benefit from straight fights, but the biggest wildcard could be what Bersatu supporters decide to do when their own party isn't on the ballot. Read the full analysis at malaysiakini.com. Still on the Johor polls, a new analysis suggests that Pakatan Harapan could face an almost complete wipeout at the hands of BN. Former DAP lawmaker Ong Kian Ming has released a sobering projection for the upcoming Johor election. In a statement, the political scientist outlined three potential scenarios for the state polls. In the pro-BN scenario, which Ong said has a more than 50% chance of materializing, BN would win 53 of the 56 state seats, with Harapan taking the remaining 3. In the pro-Perikatan national scenario, which Ong said is unlikely and even less so after the divorce between PAS and Bersatu, PN would win 25 state seats compared with BN's 21, while Harapan would secure 10. He said that under this scenario, BN would most likely form the state government with PN, leaving Harapan in the opposition. In the pro-Harapan scenario, Ong projected that BN would still win a comfortable majority with 39 state seats, while Harapan would take 14 and PN 3. According to Ong, even the scenario that favors Harapan would see the coalition lose significant support among Chinese and Indian voters, with support projected to drop by 20% to 30%. He listed a series of reasons for his gloomy outlook on Harapan's performance. These include the coalition's failure to present a cohesive campaign narrative beyond continuous attacks on caretaker Johor Menteri Besar, on Hafiz Ghazi, as well as its decision not to name its Menteri Besar candidate. However, Ong stressed that his projections were made before nomination day and do not take into account several factors. These include the dynamics of individual candidates in each constituency, the breakdown in cooperation between PAS and Bersatu, the impact of Parti Bersama Malaysia, particularly on Harapan's support, and differences in voter turnout across ethnic groups. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.